Hello friends and welcome to this video in which we will take a look at the Mark SFA Expert app and learn how to use it. SFA Expert can be used by the MRN manager to do entry of doctor daily call report, chemist daily call report, expenses, leave, store program, etc. Every entry done in the app is transmitted to the cloud and the manager and admin can view it in real time over the internet. So first, let's log in from the MR user ID and password, and then we will log in from the manager user ID and password. So this is the home page for the MR. The first is Tor program, through which the MR can define the details of the Tor program, means where he will be visiting, on which date, in which area, and submit it to his manager and admin. Then in Doctor DCR, the MR can feed his doctor daily call report, means the doctor they are visiting, what discussion took place, how many samples have been issued to them, how many gifts have been issued to them, how many doctors placed bookings of how many products. All these entries can be done from Doctor DCR tab. Then is Chemist DCR, in which you can fill the details of the chemist the MR visits. And similarly in Distributor DCR, the MR can fill the details of the distributor he visits. Then in Expenses, the MR can fill the details of the miscellaneous expenses. Like if you do expenses on yourself or if some extra expenses are done on the doctor, so that entry can be filled here. If you do any meeting or do campaign or any activity on behalf of the company that doesn't involve visiting the doctor or chemist, then that activity will be counted in extra activity. So the DCR of extra activity can be filled in extra activity option. In reports, you can view some reports like user target, tour program reports, details of doctors, etc. Then gift sample shows the details of the gifts that have been issued to you by a company. Here you can see how many gifts have been issued to you by your admin and how many have been distributed and how much balance is remaining. By tapping here you can sync your data with the cloud, and by tapping here you can log out from the app. So firstly let's tap on Tor program. Suppose on 3rd Feb we'll be working in Gandhinagar area, Lakshmi Nagar area and Mayur Vihar. And then in remark you can define any type of remark you want. Similarly, you can create different types of plans like meeting, holiday. Then as you submit the tour program, three options will appear in front of you: save to local, submit now and cancel. If you don't have internet access in your phone, then you can tap on save to local. Else you can tap on submit now. Then in view TP, the tour programs will get added in this list date wise and the status will also show, like whether the tour program has been approved or pending by the admin. Now let's tap on Doctor DCR. Here there are two options, divert and additional. Divert can be used when you divert your tour program, but due to some reason you couldn't visit that area. Now you have to visit some other area. So in that condition you can divert your tour program. Additional option is used when you do some additional program. Like if you're working according to your tour program, but you have visited some other areas where you did meetings with some other doctors. So that DCR can be filled in additional option. So in order to fill DCR, we'll firstly select the date whose DCR we are filling. Then select from area and to area. From area is your headquarter area and to area is the area whose plan you are preparing. In select doctor, here all the names of the doctors will display who are from this area. After selecting the name of the doctor, all the focus products of this doctor will appear in this list. You can select them. If the doctor demands for any other product, then you can select those products. If you're visiting the doctor with your manager or any other person, then to show joint work, you can select their names. Here you will select whether you want to fill DCR or reminder. Then you select the time when you have visited the doctor. Then is gift sample. If you're providing sample or gift to the doctor, then you can do its entry here. One gift has been created, pen. So if you're providing this gift to the doctor, then you'll tap on it and define how much quantity is provided to him. Then is POB details, means product order booking. Here you can fill the details of the products that are booked by the doctor. So as we tick on POB details, then here we'll have two options. One is product wise and the other is lump sum. On selecting product wise, we'll have two options. One is direct and the other is quantity into rate. If you select direct, then you just have to feed the lump sum amount against the product whose booking is done. But if you select quantity into rate, then all the three price will appear in front of you: MRP, PTS and PTR. Then you select that price according to which booking is done. Then a products list will appear, so we'll select the product and define the quantity that is booked. And according to the quantity, the PTS amount will automatically get calculated. So after filling the details, we'll click on submit. Next is chemist DCR. Here you can fill the DCR of the chemist you visit. Simply you will select the date. After selecting the date, you will select from area and to area. Then the list of those chemists will appear which are situated in this area, which we select in to area. So after selecting the chemist, you will define its value and order number. Similarly, if the chemist has booked products, then you can do its entry from POB details. Then after filling the details, you'll tap on submit. So in this way we can fill the chemist DCR. If you want to fill distributor DCR, so we'll tap on distributor DCR. Here also the same options are available like chemist DCR. Next is expenses. In expenses option, you can fill the details of your miscellaneous expenses. If you have done expenses on yourself, then you will select individual. If you have done expenses on the doctor, then you will select doctor. Then you select the date on which the expenses have been done. And then you fill the details of the expenses. Like suppose I had done lunch, so I will type lunch. And enter the amount that was spent. And then click on submit. After tapping on submit, this message will appear. You can send supporting bills to your admin or manager related to your expenses on mail. So the expenses entry that we just did gets added in this list and also gets added in your monthly expense sheet. Next is extra activity. DCR of extra activity can be filled in extra activity option. So firstly you will select the date of DCR. Then click on activity drop down and select the type of extra activity. Like you did meeting or were you on a holiday or did camping. So suppose we select meeting. Then you select where the meeting or the extra activity was conducted. Whether it was conducted in a local area or X city, outstation or transit. If you select X city or outstation, then you can define the distance which has been covered from local area to X city. And then you can also define the area of that X city where the meeting was conducted. Down here there's a space where you can fill the details of the meeting, like whatever conversations took place and important points. Then after filling the details of the extra activity, we'll tap on submit. Then DCR of this particular date can be viewed by your admin and manager. Then is reports. First is user target. where you can view the list of targets that have been set by our admin and manager. In TP reports, you can see date-wise list of TOR programs that have been submitted and also view the status, like whether it is approved or not approved. Then is missed call report. Through this report, you can analyze that there are how many doctors that you couldn't visit. So these are the list of doctors that you couldn't visit according to the TOR program. Here you can see the total number of doctors under you, total number of chemists, areas and cities. To view further details, you can tap on them. So all the details of the doctors are shown. Similarly, you can view details of chemists, distributors, areas and cities. So this is the user interface for the MR. Now let's log in from the manager user ID and password. So when the manager logs into the app, he'll find the same tabs like the MR. However, there are some different tabs like approval and reports. So firstly, let's tap on TOR program. Just like the MR, the manager panel will also have this calendar. So here we will select the date whose TOR program the manager is making. Now on 1st March, I'll select the MR with whom I'll be working on this date, who are reporting to this manager Aryan Sharma. Suppose I select Devesh Sharma. Then you will select the type of working that will be done, like working, meeting, holiday, camp or other. Then in visit area, the list of those areas will appear which are under Devesh Sharma. So I and Devesh Sharma will be working in Lakshmi Nagar area and Preet Vihar area. Then there's this space where you can define any information or details regarding the tour program. If you want to work with any deactive MR, then you can select deactive and do entry of tour program with that deactive user. Then after filling the tour program, tap on submit. After you tap on submit, you will have these three options: submit now, save to local and cancel. If you don't have internet access, then you will tap on save to local. Then this tour program will get saved in your app. Then later when internet coverage returns, you can submit it again. And if you have internet access in your phone, then you can directly tap on submit now. Then in view program, you will find the list of all the tour programs that you have submitted from this app. This sign means that the tour program has been submitted. Next is Doctor DCR. In Doctor DCR, you will do entry of the doctors whom you visit with your MR. So firstly, we'll select the date. Suppose 20th Jan. So with whichever MR we have created tour program on 20th Jan, the areas of those MRs will display in from area list. By default, none of the MR's name will be shown in select MR list. Only the areas will be shown. But as soon as you tap on joint, then the name of the MRs will show in this select MR list. Then let's select from area and to area. Then we select whether we are working individually or joint with some MR. Then select the doctors whom you are visiting. If you are working with some other MR, then you can select their names here. Then tap on submit. If the manager wants to submit chemist DCR, then he'll tap on chemist. Firstly, select the date on which we have visited the chemist. Suppose 21st Jan. With whichever MR we have created tour program on 21st Jan, the areas of those MR will display in from area list. So we'll select from area and to area. Then after selecting chemist, we'll define his order number and value. Then tap on submit. If you want to fill distributor DCR, then you will select distributor DCR. Here also the same options are available like chemist DCR. Here also you will select the date, then select the MR, then select your headquarter area. In two areas, select the area in which you have visited. Then select the distributor whom you have visited, his order number and order value. Next is extra activity. If you do any meeting or do campaign or any activity on behalf of the company that doesn't involve visiting the doctor or chemist, then that activity will be counted in extra activity. So the DCR of extra activity can be filled in extra activity option. So firstly you will select the date, then click on activity drop down and select the type of extra activity. Like you did meeting or were you on a holiday, did campaign. So suppose we select meeting. Then you select where the meeting or the extra activity was conducted, whether it was conducted in a local area or X city, outstation or transit. If you select X city or outstation, then you can define the distance which you have covered from local area to X city. Then you can also define the name of the area where the meeting was conducted. Down here there's a space where you can fill the details of the meeting, like whatever conversations took place and important points. Then after filling the details of the extra activity, we'll tap on submit. So the DCR of this particular date can be viewed by your admin. Then in expenses, the manager can fill the details of the miscellaneous expenses. Like if you do expenses on yourself or if some extra expenses are done on the doctor, so that entry can be filled here. Then you select the date on which the expenses have been done. And then you fill the details of the expenses. Like suppose if you had lunch, then you will define lunch and define how much amount was spent on this expense. Then tap on submit. After clicking on submit, this message will appear which says you can send supporting bills to your admin related to your expenses. So the expense entry that we just did gets added in this list and also gets added in your monthly expense sheet. Next is approval. From approval, you can approve the tour program and leaves that are sent from your MR and view the list of tour programs whose entry you have done, which will be approved from your admin. So here it shows MR name or manager name and the number of tour programs or leaves that are not approved. In leaves, it shows the number of leaves that are applied by your MR. You can view it by tapping here. So this leave is applied by Devesh MR. You can select it and either reject this leave or approve it. In approved leave, it shows the number of leaves that have been approved. Currently, I am logged in as Aryan Sharma Manager. I can even view the list of tour programs that I have submitted by tapping here. So these are the 4 tour programs that I have submitted. I can even edit any tour program if I want by tapping on edit. From approved tour programs, you can view the list of tour programs that you have approved. In reports, you can view some reports like joint work report, missed call report, and tour program report. So in joint work report, you can view that in a particular month, you did joint work with which MR on which date, how many calls you did. In missed call report, you can select a particular MR and select a month and view the list of doctors whose tour program was made but you couldn't visit them. Here itself the grade, specialization and degree of the doctor is also shown. Tour program report is coming soon. So friends, this was the Mark SFA Expert app. Press the bell icon and never miss any of our videos. Hit the like button if you found this video useful. Comment to share your views. And finally subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.